All right, this is a bonus section on how to do all of this stuff on your calculators. So if you hit stat and go over to tests, so I'll show you right now, stats, this is where you can go edit and do all that good stuff. We've done one bar stats and calc, but you go over here to tests, you get this long list. I'll press up and show you the bottom half of the list. There's 18 things on this list, all right? And this is really what we're studying for the remainder of the year. So if you take a look with me, I'll show you. Right now, we're doing intervals. Right now, we're doing a z-interval, and I'll do an example, show you how it works on the calculator in a second. Soon, we're going to learn a t-interval and a one-prop z-interval. These three are what Chapter 10 deals with, are these intervals. And then we get into two-sample intervals. And so we do a two-sample z and t, and we do a two-prop z. And then we get into tests. And all these tests happen together. So we get a z, t, two-sample z and t, one-prop z, two-prop z. And then we get into chi-square tests. And so we do chi-square test and goodness of fit test. And then we do least squares regression tests. And those are going to be right here, a linear regression t-test and t-interval. Okay? That's really what we're studying for the next 5 chapters. And so this is going to be the bulk of the remainder of the year. And then we're going to get ready to review everything for our AP exam. But this is all of the inference that we're going to be doing. It's all right here. Hit stat, go over to tests, okay? I'm going to show you how to do it in a particular problem right here. So this is from the textbook. So if you look at engine crankshafts, there's all these really long decimals, annoying to type in, but that's often what you need to do unless they give you the summary statistics. So I've already done it. I did stat, edit, I put it in here into L4, and that's all the data right there, okay? Notice they gave us sigma, which is huge, because if you look, when I do stat tests, okay, and I do right here the one, or the z interval, number 7, okay, we have our data, and our sigma is 0.06. I typed it in already. We're getting our data from L4, not L1, and I want a 95% confidence interval, okay? So I'm using a 95% confidence level, and we get this, 223.97 to 224.03. So notice my x-bar average out right around 224. My standard deviation of my sample is this, but really we're doing 0.06 divided by the square root of 16 was my sample size. And so we're getting a really, really small plus or minus that we're adding on here. But my z-interval captures what the mean is supposed to be of 224. And so I would say our production process is on target right now, okay? Now, as you'll notice, I'm going to go back in here, stat, tests, the 7th one down, z-interval. It also asks you to calculate it from stats. And if that's the case, you need to tell it, there's my sigma, 0.06, and you need to tell it your x-bar. And the cool thing is if you just do stat, calc, one bar stats, it will automatically populate it with this most recent x-bar that you get from one bar stats. So if I do stat, calc, tests, number 7, I can do it based on data sometimes. And on the free response question, they're not going to give you 30 pieces of data. They're going to give you the summary statistics where they give you sigma, they give you x-bar, they give you the sample size, and they give you the confidence level, and they'll tell you from there, calculate your confidence interval. And if you notice, we get the same confidence interval, 223.97 to 224.03. So that's more likely what you're going to be doing, is using not the whole list of data, but the summary stats, okay? And so it prompts you for that. There's 2 options of how to calculate it. So good luck and farewell.